Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tiger Eye Talk. Today, unfortunately, my guest was not able to join, so I am going to do a presentation for you on automations and systems. Also, I would like to let you know that going forward, Tiger Eye Talk episodes are going to be pre recorded. So, all my guests will have the opportunity to pre record their session and it will go live on the first Tuesday of every month. I will post it on all the social platforms so that it will be live. You'll be able to connect and hear what my guests have to offer about their business, etc. So if you are interested in being a guest on Tiger Eye Talk, please do send me an email or a private message and we can get that set up for you so that you can also share about what you do with our audience. Happy April, happy second quarter of 2025. Today is April 1st, actually April Fool's Day. So happy April Fool's Day as well. So we're going to dive into our topic today about automations and systems. This is a very important topic for any business owner. There's different types of automations and systems that you can put in place that will help your business run more smoothly. If you do not have any automations or systems in place for your business, let's talk. Because I'm sure there are some automations and systems out there that would benefit you and your business. We just have to determine exactly what systems and automations would work for you and your business based on the specific type of business that you have. So if you do not have any automations or systems put in place, then yes, let's have a conversation. I'd be happy to help you figure that out, whatever that might look like for you and your business. So automations and systems are very beneficial for your business for sure. Automations, what is automations or what are automations? Automations is a habit that you have to build. Workflows is doing the same thing with the same sequence of steps. Manual workflows can be time consuming. Automation schedule links makes it easier. So if it's something that you do over and over and over, like every day, every week, every month, whatever that looks like for you, then it would probably be beneficial to set up an automation, if possible, for that specific task or that specific thing that you do on a regular basis. An automation is setting up your workflow to run on its own based on the rules and conditions that you set up. You are your business, or you know your business better than anyone else. I've heard a lot of business owners refer to their business as their baby. And I get that. I totally do get that. But setting things up to run more smoothly, especially as you grow, if you just started your business recently, you might not be ready for automations just yet. But as you move forward in your business, then automations and systems are going to be very beneficial, whatever that may look like for you. And again, I could sit here and suggest different types of automations and systems. However, they're not going to work for every single business because every business is different. So, based on what specific business you have and how you run your business, would determine what automations and systems would best benefit you. So, again, a conversation would need to be had to determine specifically what automations and systems would help you. So, automation mindset, think about automation to set things to work for you. Before setting up your automation, you want to look for repetitive tasks, manually sending scheduled links or copy and paste, moving documents, etc. Timely tasks, sending invoices, sending email responses, scheduling and creating social media. That was a timely task for myself prior to building my team for Tiger Eye Solution. It took me a whole day to do my social media. And it's not that I can't do it. I can. It's just so time consuming for me. So now I have a social media specialist on my team who helps me with that and does most of the social media for me. So create automation habits. Start small. It takes time to figure out what needs or should be automated. asking how, not who. Ask how it's going to get done. Example, how you use out of office inbox and emails. Do you actually send out of office emails to your clients or customers? If there's a specific day of the week, maybe that you're not in your office, do you make your clients and customers aware of that? Because something may come up for them on that specific day when you're out of office. Are they going to be able to contact you with that issue or whatever it is that comes up? So that's a very important communication tool or communication task that you should have in place. And yes, that can be automated. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let your team help you set up automations. Or if you don't have a team, maybe you should partner with a team. Like Tiger Eye Solution does have a team. We have a team of 11 virtual assistants that's on the Tiger Eye Solution team. So if you don't have a team per se yourself and it's only you, then it could be beneficial to partner with a virtual assistant or a virtual assistant team, depending upon what your needs are for your specific business. So what can you automate? Foundation workflows, daily operations that your business depends on, busy work, streamlines, social media, and so much more. Again, it's based on what type of business it is that you have as to what type of automations and systems are going to work best for you and your business. So what are some benefits of automation? Creates consistency. How did I do that again? Set it up to happen the same way every single time. You also can save money and time by setting up automations. You can also scale your business. You can't grow doing everything manually. You have to have some type of automations or systems in place in order for your business to grow. So figuring out exactly what that looks like for your specific business is very important. Because there again, I said, I could recommend different automations and different systems. However, what I recommend may or may not work for every single business, right? Because every business is different. I have specific automations and systems set up for my business. I have a CRM called Honeybook that I use. And there's various different types of automations and systems that are in that platform that I utilize. Trello is another great platform to use as a project management platform. My business also uses that. Myself and my team uses Trello. There's different ways to automate things in there. There's different ways to keep things organized in there, all the different things. However, those are just a couple of the tools that I use for automation and getting my systems in order. However, those may not be good tools for you, depending upon what type of business it is that you have. So there again, if you need help kind of figuring that out, I'll be happy to have a conversation with you and help you figure that out, what that might look like for your specific business, okay? Like I said, all businesses are different, so you're going to need to figure out exactly what's going to work for you. Automation platforms. Here are a few platforms you might consider. Constant Contact, HubSpot, Keep. I think Keep used to be a different name. I can't remember what the different name was. Honeybook, MailChimp, or MailerLite. Now, MailChimp and MailerLite are email marketing platforms. So if you have an email newsletter, or if you're wanting to start an email newsletter, one of those would be a great platform to choose. I use MailerLite myself for my email marketing, for my newsletters, all the different things. I have a MailerLite specialist on the Tiger Eye Solution team. She knows MailerLite like the back of her hand. So that would be very beneficial as well. So if you don't have an email newsletter, a way of actually getting things out, valuable information out about your business and what you do besides what you're posting on social media, I highly suggest choosing a platform such as MailChimp or MailerLite, or Constant Contact does the same thing as well. So any of those, MailerLite, MailChimp do have free versions that you can start with. I think it's up to so many emails on your list in the platform. When you reach, I think 1,000 or something like that, I can't remember the exact number, but once you reach a certain number of emails on your list, then of course you have to upgrade to a paid version. But you can, if you're just starting out, you can start with a free version of MailChimp or MailerLite just to get your email marketing going or get your newsletter started. Because like I said, social media is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm on various different social media platforms too, and I post on them on a regular basis. However, do you own that content that's on social media that you're posting or putting out there? You really don't. Not once you put it on that platform. Yes, you do own it up until the point you put it on the platform. Then the platform owns it. Now, email newsletter, any information or anything you share in an email newsletter, you own all that. You own that list of people that you're sending that out to. Again, on your social media platforms, whatever they may be. Some people that you're connected with may see it and some may not. You really have no control over that. So you don't really know who exactly is seeing what you're posting out there on social media and who isn't. So a good rule of thumb, yes, social media is important. Yes, you need to be posting on it. However, an email newsletter also is very beneficial as well, because the same things, valuable information that you're putting on social media, that's probably, I'm not saying most of the time gets overlooked, but sometimes, yes, it can get overlooked because the platform is just a sea of information continuously going through the platform, right? So yes, some people might see it, some people might not. However, if you create an email newsletter, you can put some of that same content in that newsletter and send it to the people that's on your email newsletter list. They're going to see it more so than possibly on social media. Because I get it. Everybody's busy. Yes, at some point of the day, everybody probably scrolls through their social media platforms. I do it, and I know everybody else does it too. However, what you have posted may not get in their feed at that given time of the day, whatever time of day that is, they have chosen to go scroll through their social media platforms, right? However, if you send that email newsletter out in an email, eventually they're going to see it. Yes, it might go to spam the first few times you send it out. That's a possibility, a probability, actually. More than likely, it probably won't go there. However, you can reach out a different way, text message, phone call, or whatever, with the people on your list and let them know. I've started the email newsletter. I just wanted to make sure that you're receiving it, etc. Check your spam folder, blah, blah, all the things. So yeah, these platforms can be very, very helpful for you. Okay, some key features for automations and systems. It's easy to build the format to help build and automate the test, test it out. And the MailerLite and MailChimp platforms, if you're creating a newsletter, you can create a template. You can use that same template every single time that you create a newsletter. The template would stay the same. All you need to do is go in there and change the content of every time you want to send it out. So integration. Be sure all the platforms you see can be integrated. There is a way that you can do that, specific tools that you can use to integrate your platforms. Alerts. Make sure you get alerts. Like if the least little thing happens, maybe you automated your newsletter to go out on a certain date and something happened with the platform, so your newsletter did not get sent out. You need to be alerted of that so you can go back and send it out yourself or schedule it on a different day to go out, right? Because you still want that newsletter to go out to the people on your list so they can see what you got going on or the valuable information that you're sharing about your business, about your industry, whatever it is. Results management. You should be able to see a log of the history of automations that you have done on whatever platform that you choose to use. These videos I do all the time, I use a specific platform to do those as well. Tiger Eye Talk and my weekly lives and the different video things that I do throughout a week. It's in a specific platform. So I can go back and view those videos, or if I want to share them somewhere else, maybe that they're not being streamed, I can do that as well. So automations and systems can be very beneficial for your business, no matter what they look like for you. Because like I said, every business is different. So my automations and systems may or may not be the same as what your automations and systems, because your business is different and each business owner can pick and choose how they want to run their business, right? I mean, there's other virtual assistants out there. I'm not the only one, right? And they can pick and choose. Now, they may pick and choose to use some of the same systems or automations that I use, but most likely they don't pick all of the same ones that I pick and choose to use, right? Each person is different. Each business owner or entrepreneur is different. And so they're going to pick and choose what works best for them. Some virtual assistants are a lot more techie than I am. So they may use more techie tools for their automations and systems than what I choose to use, right? There's very different ways that you can do this. Again, if you would like to have a conversation to try to help figure out what automations and systems are best for you to use for your specific business, I'd be happy to have that conversation with you. Please put in the comments below, contact me, or you can send me a message or a direct message or email yourself and just let me know, per Tiger Eye Talk presentation of automations and systems, I'd like to have a conversation with you. So this is our last live Tiger Eye Talk. Again, I'm going to start recording them. They'll still be posted in for the first Tuesday of every month. So it still will come out on the first Tuesday of every month. However, I'm not going to do them live any longer. I do have guests already scheduled. I'm going to set it up to record a session with them for Tiger Eye Talk. If you're interested in being a guest on Tiger Eye Talk, you can send me a message about that as well. There are different dates available, possibly toward the end of this year and then early next year, because we only do this once a month. This is the Tiger Eye Solution podcast called Tiger Eye Talk, and we would love to have you as a guest and learn about you and your business. So I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you again soon.